Crafty Kate and I run a small crochet business. On this channel we talk all things yarn and crochet. For this video I'm going to take you through a PalmStreet and do a recap and then also make some fun things towards the end of the video. So today is Saturday, so my PalmStreet live is today. It's at 5 p.m. It is currently 3 p.m. We just got home from camping today, so we're all unpacked and got showers and everything, so I'm excited to do the PalmStreet. So I just wanted to show you some things that I made before we go live. So the other night I made this little guy. It is the hanging spider plant. I always get snake and spider plant mixed up for some reason. This is the hanging spider plant from the Itty Bitty Hanging Plants pack from Minnie's Crochet Friends. So I made this one the other day, and I think it turned out really cute. It kind of looks like dreadlocks, so that one's fun. So I'm going to add that to my PalmStreet. And then, since I have a couple hours before I go live, I decided to start a tie-dye dragon. This one, in my last PalmStreet, I was calling Fruity Pebbles because the colors are kind of like Fruity Pebbles when it works up. So, and that one was really popular. I had several people ask if I had another one, so I just randomly decided a couple minutes ago that I have time, and I'm going to try to whip up a little Fruity Pebble dragon. And then I have my little card of eyes here, so I'm going to pick a color. Once I get the head a little bit more done, I'll pick a color that I like. I think either green or blue, so we'll see. The orange looks good too, though. So we'll see once I get the head a little more done. We'll pick eyes, and hopefully I can get this guy done before we go live. So I will check in probably right before we go live, and then I will be back after the live to tell you how it went. It is now 4:11 p.m., so I'm going live in about 45 minutes-ish, and I just finished the little dragon. So I went with blue eyes for this one. So this is our little Fruity Pebbles dragon. So I'm excited to have him done and ready for the live. So hopefully he can find a home. But yeah, so he is all done. If you haven't been around, this is the Diddy Decks Palm Size Snuggler pattern from Handmade by Jody. I use either Premier Basics or Bernat Blanket yarn and a 6.5mm hook. So that's how they end up so big. I will have that pattern in the description. But yeah, so I'm going to get all set up for my live, and I will pop in to give you a recap when we're done. Good morning. It is actually Sunday, so I didn't do a recap right after the live because I was so tired after the live, and I was actually losing my voice for some reason. I'm not sure if it was just a lot of talking after being camping for so long and kind of my allergies acting up or what, but I was definitely losing my voice and couldn't really do a video, so I took last night off, but I will go over the live results in just a second. I just wanted to go over a couple things real quick while I have it pulled up. So I have some Etsy orders. After the live last night, I put my leftover eyes on Etsy, and I sold a pair already, or a set. So a set of 25mm is going home as an Etsy order, and these are for Lisa in Illinois. So thank you so much. I do have one more set available. I'm not sure if it will be available when this video comes out, but there's a 14mm set still on Etsy, so go check that out if you haven't. I posted on my Instagram that I had some left, but yeah, I don't know if that's still in there when this video comes out. Anyway, and then I also have another Etsy order for a little weasel. So I made this little guy last night, and they wanted plastic eyes and nose. And then they wanted it a little bit stuffed. Normally this is a snuggler, so I just lightly stuffed it, and I feel like it turned out really cute. So this is for Trinity in Pennsylvania. Thank you so much. And this is my own pattern, my little weasel snuggler. I have a brown version and a white version. I made this one with Elise Veludo and a 6.5mm hook. He's so soft and so cute. Look at that little face. Little weasel face. So I will get both of these Etsy orders packed up along with all of the PalmStreet stuff. So real quick, I'll go over everything that sold during the PalmStreet live. It was very successful and a ton of fun. Thank you so much for everybody that showed up to that and bought eyes or dragons or other little things. So I'll go over all of that. I did just want to mention some names and say thank you. I went through all the states, and they're all crossed off on the map already, so I won't be saying the states. But so Tanya was the real MVP of the live. She ended up buying 10 different things. I was so excited to have her in there. She bought 5 dragons, 2 little jumping spiders, 2 little octos, and 1 of the sea turtles. So that is going to be a huge package going out. Thank you so much if you're watching. That was absolutely amazing. And then Devaney came back and got 2 sets of eyes. Amy bought a dragon and a little tie-dye kitty. I'm so excited for you to get those. And then Angela from Maui Lime got 2 sets of eyes. And Kay got a set of eyes. So thank you all so much for making it so successful. So I'll take you guys over there and show you all of the cuties going home. And then we will start working on my next project. So here are all the sets of eyes that are going home for PalmStreet. And then I don't have these in any kind of order. They're just all the stuff piled up. But here's one of the octos, the sea turtle, tie-dye kitty, the black dragon that is literally my favorite. I love her so much. And then the 5 dragons I had left over from my tie-dye dragons. And then the 2 little jumping spiders and the last octo. So that's everybody going home. It's so colorful. I definitely need to order more tie-dye yarn to keep making all these cuties. The turtle is tie-dye. Pretty much almost everything. Even the spider. That one is burnout blanket. That one's frosting. Burnout blanket frosting. And then this octo is burnout blanket. But everything else has some tie-dye in it. So sorry if this is making you sick. I'm moving around a lot. But very excited for all these guys to go home. Thank you so much. Here are all the orders packed up and ready to go. We'll head to the post office tomorrow, which is Monday, so they are on their way out. I fit all of the big order in the one bag, so that's exciting. So yeah, good to go. Okay, and then my project for the rest of the video is finally making all of the Pokemon that I have from Beckmade Studio. So I have 3 different Pokemon from her, and then I also have the Pokeball. So I have an Eevee, a Pikachu, and a Squirtle. I want to make all 3, and I want to make a ball for each one to sit inside. So I actually have one completely done. So I have the ball done. I think I showed you guys in a previous video. And then I just finished little Eevee. So here's little Eevee. She turned out so cute. I love the little fur yarn details. And Eevee is no-sew. So you make the ears and the tail first and crochet them in as you go. And then you just surface crochet on the fur at the end. In the pattern she has you do plain black eyes, but I was looking at pictures of Eevee and she has pretty brown eyes. So I wanted to try the little disc sinker eyes. I think it made her really cute. So this was a really fun pattern. It worked up really fast. Perfect for markets. You don't have to do the fur on the tail. I think in the pattern she just has regular white yarn for the tail, but I thought it would be cute to add a little extra fur. Make her all cute and fluffy. So this is Eevee. I'm using Elise Veludo for everything, including the Pokeball. And she has to use a little bit bigger hook for the ball versus the plushie. So I used a 5.5 for Eevee and then a 6.5 for the ball. It's not exactly what she recommends, but I didn't have the hook sizes that she has in the pattern. So I just kind of made it up as I went, but it does work. She fits inside there. So that's one done. I'm very excited to have her done. She's so cute. I haven't decided on a price yet. It didn't take me very long, but the fur yarn is kind of expensive, and then I used the nicer sinker eyes, and then this is pretty big and takes a little bit of time. So still working on a price, but hopefully we'll figure that out by the end. I do have the other 2 Pokeballs started. So I have the white part done, and I have the little button part done. So I just need to make the red sides and put them all together, and then hide all my ends, get the fuzz out of there. But other than that, we're just gonna finish the Pokeballs and then make the Pikachu and the Squirtle, and I will show you when I have those done, and then we'll decide on a price. I just finished the little Pikachu, and it is so cute. So cute. So the pattern recommends 16 millimeter eyes, and that's what I used for Eevee. That was way too big for my little Pikachu, so I ended up using 12 millimeter eyes for the little Pikachu. And I think this ended up taking me about 45 minutes, so I'm leaning towards like $12 for the Pokemon. And then I think 13-ish for the ball, just because it's so big and so much yarn. So I'm thinking $25 for the set. Whoops. And they do fit inside the ball. You just have to kind of squish their ears down. But look how cute that is. Like sitting on the table. So cute. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments if you think 25 is reasonable. I think that's a good deal for this whole little interactive set. Very, very cute. So I'm going to work on the Squirtle and I will show you when I'm done. And then I think for time's sake, I might end the video after that and make the balls later outside of the video, but we'll see how long the little Squirtle takes me and we'll check in after that. Okay, I finished the little Squirtle. Look how cute. And he stands up on his own. So cute. So this one took me a little over a half hour. So I really think if you made a bunch of these, you'd get the hang of it, and be able to make them really quick. Each one took me under 45 minutes. So, and that's the first time ever making this pattern. So I think you could do it really quick, no problem. This one I used 14 millimeter eyes. It does recommend 16. I just felt like that was too big. So I did 14, but he turned out the perfect size. And yeah, like he fits with everybody else. He fits inside the little ball. So I think I'm going to do $25 for the Pokemon and the ball. So you can see he fits in there too. You got to kind of mush him in there, but he fits. So that's pretty cute. I like it. So I haven't finished the other two Pokeballs yet. I'm going to do that off camera and outside of this video just so I can get this out for you guys tomorrow. I need to get it edited and out for you guys. So that's just about all I have for this video. I did want to do a quick update about PalmStreet. My next PalmStreet will be July 12th, which is a Saturday, and I'm going to do it at 11 a.m. like I was doing the ones in the past. So go bookmark that one. I think we had 58 bookmarks for the last one and 62 for the one before that. So if we can get to 75, I will do a giveaway. So that's our goal for that. It will be linked in the description. And then my first farmer's market is July 10th. So that will be right before the PalmStreet. So I'm going to be market prepping like crazy for the next couple of weeks. So you guys will come along with me for that. And that's what most of my videos will be. I also have quite a few Etsy orders that I need to get done. So those will be in some videos. But I hope you enjoyed the little Pokemon. For an emoji down in the chat, let's do your favorite animals. Let's do your favorite animals down in the comments. If you like content like this, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss anything. And I also have some clips from our camping trip earlier, or this past weekend. So I'm going to add those here at the end so you can see just a couple things that we did. We went to the lake, we camped by the river, the dogs had a blast. Again, I will put their names on their pictures so you guys can get to know those puppies. They're all 3 girls. And then we also saw a pelican floating down the river, so I got a little clip of that. So enjoy those here at the end, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! We found some of my favorite flowers, little cactus flowers, and these are the hot pink one. I've seen yellow and also peach, but the pink ones are my favorite. Here's some yellow ones. They're a little bit closed up. See if I can find a better pink one. Here's some good ones. It's the prettiest color. They're so cool.